Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to try and build a really simple, clear roadmap to help us all navigate the, let's face it, pretty complex and fascinating world of artificial intelligence.
So, have you ever felt just a little bit overwhelmed by all the different terms for AI flying around? Narrow AI, AGI, self-awareness. What does it all mean? Well, if you have, you are definitely not alone. And I promise, by the end of this, you're going to have a super clear map to navigate the whole thing.
All right, so here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to map out the AI world. Then we'll take a look at Route 1, which is all about functionality. After that, Route 2, capability. We'll figure out where we are today on this map, and then we'll take a quick look at the road to superintelligence.
Okay, let's get right into it. To really get our bearings here, it's super important to understand that experts classify AI using two completely different maps or systems. This isn't just one big list of 7 types, right? It's actually 2 separate ways of looking at the very same technology.
So the first way we look at it is by what it can do. That's its capability. The other way is by how it works. That's its functionality. One is all about the internal wiring, how the machine thinks and operates. And the other is all about its power level, what it can actually pull off in the real world.
All right, let's take that first route. Let's talk about functionality. You can think of this path as sort of the evolutionary journey of AI. It starts with the most basic systems, and then takes us all the way into the future.
So this route takes us from the very beginning, these old-school AI systems of the past, right through to the stuff we're all using every single day. And then we'll peek into the future, at concepts that honestly are still kind of in the realm of sci-fi. Okay, first up, reactive machines. This is really the most basic type of AI. Think of it as the absolute ground floor, the starting point for everything that came after. And just like the name says, they're purely reactive. So, what does that mean? Well, these machines have absolutely no memory of the past. They only see the world in this exact moment and they react to it. They can't learn from experience at all. The classic example here is IBM's Deep Blue, the chess computer that beat a grandmaster. It could see the board and figure out the perfect move, but it had zero memory of the moves that came before it. It was a clean slate every single time. Okay, so moving on, we have limited memory AI. And this is where we are right now. This is the technology that has completely exploded into our daily lives. The big difference is that, unlike those reactive machines, these systems can look into the immediate past to make better decisions in the present. And you see this everywhere. Think about a self-driving car. It has to observe other cars' speed and direction to stay safe. That's limited memory in action. Or how about Netflix recommending a show based on what you just watched? Yep, that's it too. Even something like a Roomba vacuum learning the layout of your home, that's a form of limited memory. And of course the big one, ChatGPT. It has to use the previous parts of your conversation to give you a sensible response. It's all around us.
Now, the next 2 stages are where we really step into the future. First, there's theory of mind AI. This is the next big frontier, the idea of an AI that can actually understand human emotions, beliefs, and intentions. And after that, self-aware AI. This is pure sci-fi future stuff. We're talking about a hypothetical AI with real human-level consciousness and its own sense of self. It's important to remember both of these are totally hypothetical at this point.
Okay, so that was Route 1, functionality. Now let's switch gears and look at this whole thing through our second lens, which is all about capability. So we're no longer talking about how it works on the inside. Now we're focused on just how powerful it is. And on this route, there are 3 main levels of AI power to understand. We've got narrow, general, and super. So first let's talk about artificial narrow intelligence, or ANI. Some people call this weak AI. Now the best way to think about ANI is as a highly trained specialist. These systems are designed to do one specific task and do it exceptionally well, often way better than a human can.
And here's the key takeaway, maybe the most important point of this whole explainer. We are currently entirely in the ANI phase of AI development. That means every single AI you use today, without exception, is a form of narrow AI.
Okay, so what's the next level? That would be artificial general intelligence, or AGI. Now this is basically the holy grail of AI research. We're talking about a theoretical machine with intelligence just like a human's, one that's capable of learning, understanding, and applying knowledge to pretty much any task a person can do. And finally, we get to artificial superintelligence, or ASI. This is sometimes called the singularity. This is a conceptual AI that has an intellect that's just so much smarter than the best human brains in practically every field you can imagine, from science to creativity. It's a mind-blowing concept.
So now that we've explored both of our maps, how AI works and how powerful it is, we can finally pinpoint our exact location. Let's stick a big "You Are Here" pin on the map.
So, based on that first route we took, the one about functionality, it's pretty clear. Virtually all the AI you use on a daily basis is limited memory AI.
And if we look at our second map, the one about capability, well, all of it is narrow AI. 100%, no exceptions.
So this is really where it gets interesting, right? This is today's AI intersection. Self-driving cars, they're limited memory plus ANI. Chatbots like ChatGPT, same thing, limited memory plus ANI. Those recommendation engines, smart home devices, it's all the same. Everything we have today exists right at that crossroads.
Okay, so we figured out exactly where we are. Now let's just briefly look down the road a bit to see what comes next.
Right now, we're in step 1, perfecting narrow AI. The next great leap will be achieving general AI. And from there, it's the dawn of super AI, which is really the ultimate unknown. This journey from where we are now to where we might be going is, well, it's one of the most exciting and challenging quests in modern science.
And that leads us to this huge question. Artificial superintelligence, is it the next step in evolution, or is it maybe the last invention humanity ever makes? It really makes you wonder what the arrival of ASI would truly mean for all of us. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you got something out of this, please go ahead and like the video, and definitely support the channel by clicking that subscribe button. It really helps us out. Thanks again.